I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
I was even being cautious. I was like backing up, expecting some retribution, but he just didn't do anything.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Yep.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
I didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Well, after that embarrassment, yes, that would be nice.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Might be a bit unfair to other people, but sure.
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
How do you two know each other? You seem to have quite a good relationship.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Well, this is true.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semi-final is finally decided.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time.
Well, I'm glad I could spice things up for her.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
Oh, wait.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
What happens if I lose, by the way?
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Why do I need her to take me into the arena? It's literally right in front of me. Oops, I did not mean to go through that.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Please tell me it's something narcissist.
I do not doubt your
Guy.
abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Interesting. Getting a few butterflies over here. Yeah, I did notice there was a butterfly in the middle.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
At
Wrong
last,
she.
the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
Neither do I. I care about my
You're
prize.
a strong opponent. That's what I'm here
Oh,
for.
these are really easy to dodge. These telegraphs massively. Ow. She says that she doesn't. Ooh! Clear enough space. That's new. Oh, yay. Nice. I'll take that.
You're pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
You did get some good swipes in, so I can understand that.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
You fought very well yourself.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body.
You're a good man.
I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Good for you, Rongshi.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
I like how they've given him quite an original face. All the faces in these games tend to be, like, identical, but his has some character.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Oh, that sucks.
So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Why don't we just talk to Beta and Kazuha, sorry. They might know. They should know, in fact.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Thank you.
I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
I'm sure that's what everybody says.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
We'll see. We will see. Hey, where's your friend?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Oh no.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
How did your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
You should have just left him passed out cold on the side, had your match, and then taken him.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
It's unfortunate. Who's lost?
We still haven't got
Hello.
any useful information yet.
Who is my partner? Opponent?
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Thank you, Kazuha.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind.
You're right, I am not.
And it could have cost you the match.
I have not done this before, and not being able to use my elements is a little restricting, not gonna lie.
But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
You are very observant.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Yes. I'm glad it's almost over. I want them back.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
Always, if I can't fight to my full potential. It's vital that we make it to Inazuma.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you.
Oh, okay.
Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
Okay.
I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
What does this have to do with my next battle?
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
Paimon, have you done no research on the samurai? Have you not played Ghost of Tsushima? The samurai were masters of the word. They were poets.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
Nope.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy.
Yeah, I agree there.
Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about.
I was thinking about Mondstadt and like, how can you tell we've been to Mondstadt, etc., etc. What would be cool is if we got a new outfit for each area we went to. How have they not implemented that in the game? It's such a basic concept. So when we're in Mondstadt, we can get a Mondstadt outfit. In Liyue, we can get a Liyuean outfit. And now as we go to Inazuma, we can wear an Inazuman outfit. And we can choose which one we want to wear. Like, we could wear a Mondstadt outfit in Inazuma. That would have been way cool. How? Why? Why is this not a thing in the game? It's so basic. I demand this right now.
Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Oh, bloody hell. Where did he go? Bruh. Do you have to? Can you not just stay still for 2 seconds? Or could we not have just gone like around the corner? Why have you got to be so difficult? Oops, there's a door this way. Oh, someone has a camp here.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Ah, so you already know.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
Hey, wait. His vision is the same as the one that's on auction, I guess, for lack of a better word. Does that mean it's an Inazuman vision? Not his, the masterless vision.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
But I'm not using them.
If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance
Deflection
enlighten me as
much?
to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch a statue of the seven.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's all thanks to Paimon's knowledge.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
He wants to fight.
Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Finally, a real battle.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Just mine and my entire teams, because mine aren't that impressive. Defeat... Oh, the monsters. That's not as exciting.
Boom boom! Ha! Power that ended life! Go as one! I swear by my sword!
Ah! There's more?
Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment! Go as one!
Ow.
Let me weave you. Boom, boom! Back off!
What'd you see? Even though I didn't use Lunara at all.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach.
I should have forced you to use your Traveler.
Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Thank you. I will not underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
I'm a little special that way.
The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters.
Yeah.
For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
I'm indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me. I don't have any questions.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma.
Yes.
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead.
Why don't they all try to flee Inazuma?
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
Is there something wrong with her power, perhaps? Which is meaning no new visions can be given, and she's losing power, so she needs to grab the power of the previously given visions to do something?
As far as I know, She is an Archon that pursues eternity.
Oh, that's right. They had
She will
mentioned that.
relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people?
Nothing.
It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I don't think I have.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
How very mysterious.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
Please teleport me there. Don't make me travel.
If you have no other matters to attend
Yes.
to, then we can return to get very
Go.
well.
Don't even finish
Let's
what
go.
you're saying. Let's just go. I am not going there manually. Right. Let's fight our final opponent.
Why isn't he here yet?
Wait, what? My opponent isn't here?
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
Too bad my opponent doesn't look like he's turning up.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals.
Her hair is clipping her cloak.
Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they got the time mixed up?
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Let me guess. I've got to go find him.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
He stole the
Traveler,
prize and
come
ran
with us.
away? Wow! Seriously? Was nobody keeping an eye on the prize?
Let me see.
Ha! You knew what I meant.
It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
Yeah, Paimon, it's nighttime.
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far.
And we can surmise that it is my opponent who has taken it.
The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Seems like there's nothing else. My opponent was a no-show anyway. How dumb do you get? Of course it's your opponent who stole the bloody thing. But we're in an island. Where could he possibly run to?
Come with me.
Thanks for not talking,
I can
Paimon.
sense the winds are coming.
That's because you're a mutant animo vision user.
Huh?
Oh god.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
Oh god, it's timed? Why are you
Ride
timed?
the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Don't assume we're fighting each other.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
It's so cool. Her ability tracks him.
Eyes on me!
Usually shit just misses them, but
Go as one!
she can track them. Where do you want me to actually go? Here.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
Far out.
You can hear that
Stamina.
too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
Oh, was it
There
that
may be an ambush
narcissistic
waiting
dude?
for us up ahead, but I
That'd
trust
be
that you are well
hubris.
prepared for such a scenario.
Oh god, I just made that. Holy shit. I will make it. Will I, though, in enough time? That is the question. God, I only just made that. Hey, treasure hoarders should be here. Yep, there they are.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Nah, I got this. I'm not scared of treasure hoarders.
Picked the wrong test subject.
I swear by my sword!
Come on, turn the camera. Something's attacking me from behind.
You caught up with me?
Faye the
How is
Flyer.
that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
How is it floating?
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Is this thing trying to attack me?
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
Yeah, big surprise. Smart, Paimon.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Hand over the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not.
There'll be consequences.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
You do know I can use the elements, right? And I've just been abstaining to this point in time. If you give it the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
You're not serious, are you?
He might be, I can't tell.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
I can get behind that.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
Look at Lunara.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Okay. You do realize you're gonna be dead in 2 seconds, yeah?
Trying to do?
No, my sword! Let me weave you.
Just you watch!
Plus I get the Miss Flower while I'm at it. Nice. God, he's so weak.
To ashes!
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him.
Is that what you're trying to do? To get the vision to respond?
Put down the vision and
Wow.
leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
The treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
Yes, into fighting for his life in the hope that the vision would respond to his desperation.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'm fairly certain that the vision can only be awakened by its true master, who is dead. So I'm pretty sure the vision's just dead as well. I'll try, but nothing's going to happen.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
They are specific to the people, which then begs a question. Does the vision die when the Electro Archon steals it from them? Or because they're still alive? Well, actually, technically, he said that some of them are dead because she kills some people to get their visions. So do their visions then die out and therefore is useless to her? If that was the case, why would she keep killing people?
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so determined to rekindle the vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Oh, you knew the vision master.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can
Oh,
withstand
look
it.
at the little kitty.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So he went and got himself
Then,
killed.
the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand.
Who's this other chick?
Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness.
That's really sad.
In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
But again, of what use is that vision to her? Because it will lose power, or does she hope to use the power before it dissipates in the vision? Because if it's too large a gap in time, the power's gone, then what point was there in killing this person because their vision is useless to her? So perplexing.
But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then. It's time we returned.
Let's go.
Allow me to gather
Oh,
the wind for us
I
once
apologize. I should have clicked the second option. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Can you just not fast travel me there? Oh, thank God for that. I was about to say, really? I got a wind channel it back? That's not cool. Everybody's gone. I'm sorry, Beta. Beta. Beta.
Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
Not without us, she didn't.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Oh, she's supposed to take me to Inazuma, though.
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Everything was fine.
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as he headed off to Liyue Harbor.
They have the best relationship. I want to see more of that pairing.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
That's true. Oh, that's kind of sad.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Gimme. Give me my pass to Inazuma.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Hey, a win's a win, Paimon. Let's take it.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So will we be able to travel to Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word.
How are you getting back to her ship if she's already gone?
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip.
Oh, you're not coming with us?
In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Paimon. Electro Archon. Okay, that's creepy.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
You're right. It didn't come as a surprise. It was rather obvious.
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
So you're definitely not coming then?
I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
I'm telling you, you can't reawaken him. Paimon really has disappeared. Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove
I'm
meaningful.
sorry. Should I have done that in Paimon's voice?
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Oh, this is a blessing. No Paimon following me. Prologue complete. So that just leaves tomorrow when the new land is released. I have absolutely no idea what time tomorrow it's supposed to be released, so yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to play it tomorrow. And also, I have a hairdressing appointment tomorrow afternoon, so if it gets released in the afternoon, it'll probably be like nighttime before I can play. So yeah, I'll get to it. I don't really feel the need to play Dunley's quest, to be honest with you. It's just a story quest, and story quests have no bearing. Actually, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to go here. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's very interesting, because his had one of the more interesting stories at the very least. So I'm sure it's a very interesting story, but it's not going to connect to the main quest. It's not going to be something I have to do before I go to Inazuma. And as I said, I'm getting really Genshined out from having played so much over this last week. And then I'm going to be playing a shit ton over like tomorrow night. So I really don't want to exhaust myself by playing more Genshin. So I will withhold on Zhongli.